The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they take him down, losing. Yardage back at the 27. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Dixon dancing to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
There he goes inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Detroit!
Off the play fake. Brown, he'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's the... Throwing on first down, Dixon. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw. Dixon. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Dixon. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Looking to throw. Dixon. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. but sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come on, let's go. What? None.
From the gun, Dixon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Brown throwing on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw. Dixon. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He finds Ross right side. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Dixon going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good, wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And the Jets have got it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to throw. Brown.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Brown now throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
On 1st down, Dixon throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
back to throw. Brown steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dixon, a deep ball for Gurley. He's got a man, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon.
Oh, pardon me.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And
they've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Good!
Now Brown to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Brown being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Watch it now, Barney! Set! 3-19!
Here's Brown. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw. Dixon. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 41 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Looking to throw. Dixon. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards, that gets them close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Here we go, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he fends him off. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation, and this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with time running out. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down, Dixon. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a first throw here in overtime. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Dixon. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down, Dixon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught...
And he coughed it up. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Dixon steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Looking to throw. Dixon eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first and 10, Dixon. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at that. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Brown to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, if he holds on, it's game over. Instead, 2nd down. They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Brown now. Back to the air on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off down at the 2. And that's how this one ends. A dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for L.A., they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.